think I almost missed that last D7 chord. But anyway, I think it's in there. So hey guys, this is Howard with Acoustic Blues. This is number 10 in the series. I'm in a drop D tuning once again. All right, so you'll want to get into that. And the whole idea behind this series is that you can take this stuff that's in the various keys, A, G, E, D, whatever, and crazy glue it together any way you want to. Mix and match, building yourself an arsenal of cool acoustic blues or even electric blues stuff, right? So they all share certain licks, but each one offers new ideas as well, so you can start to really build your blues vocabulary, so to speak. So let's get into it. The first thing we hear is this. Right? So that's a D7 chord, okay, playing off of the major third. And again, you can see the tab on the screen, but I'll play it nice and slow. So after we've arpeggiated the chord, we do a pull off with the second finger off of the major third of the D7, right? Moving to the third fret on the A string. And that leads us to the G7 chord. Now, in standard tuning, you would simply play a G7 like that. But we can't do that with this particular tuning. We've got to move that bass note up to the 5th fret. So the way I play this is I bar across the first 4 strings at the 3rd fret, and of course place the second finger on the 4th fret on the G string, and then play the root note, the bass note, at the 5th fret on the 6th string with my 3rd finger. So we're skipping the A string altogether. Okay? Now the whole idea behind this, you've seen it in G in a previous lesson, played differently, right? But what you want to do is try to hold the chord down while you play the phrase or the lick within the chord. All right, so nice and slow. So with those 2 chords now we have. Back to the D7 once again, and we play this. So we have a similar arpeggiation on that D7 chord, but striking that first E, B, and G string twice in a row. We're playing a string of double stops right off of that D7 chord. If you guys have checked out a lot of my blues lessons, then you're going to be familiar with these. If not, you can check out a lot of my blues lessons, different lessons. It's all in the description box below. So off of that D7 chord, then we come back to the G7, the 4 chord once again, and we play a similar lick, except we're dividing it across 2 different strings. While we are holding the chord down once again. And then maintaining the chord, we play the previous G7 pattern. So backing up to that previous D7, just for the sake of continuity, we have this. Right? And then we come back to the D7 again. And we do another string of double stops. But those are introduced with 3 open strings, 6, 5, and 4. There you go, there's the correct pattern, all right? So once again, coming off of that second G7, play that for you real slow. And then we move to the 5 chord, which is an A7, and we are playing this. Okay, so you can see how I've got my fingers laid out. 5th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, and with your pinky, the 8th fret on the B string. You can see the tab on the screen, but I'll play it slowly. And then lower it to the 7th fret using your ring finger. That makes a 13th. And then open E string, skip the B string, go straight to the G and the D. So that movement right there is. And now we're going to do the same thing on the G7. So once again, we have to fret it like so. We have to form the chord like we have been doing so far. And you can see I'm moving that B string once again, primarily with the pinky and then to the index. So we have we have this turnaround. All right, so we have the open 6th string, and then fret the 3rd fret on the B string for the D octave, and that note does not move. So we're adding a little bit more color than what we've done with this one previously. So lay your 2nd finger down on the 3rd fret on the A string, pick the A string followed by the G string and then the D string. So we have, and then slowly move this note chromatically down, maintaining that note as you go, with the same picking pattern, by the way. So we have, and then we form an A7 chord. You can play it like that if you want to, and we play this. You can see that on the tab, but slowly. All right, so what I'm going to do is play this whole first go around really slow with the tab up on the screen. Now when you come off of that A7 to go into the next go around, I peg this note right here, 3rd fret on the 6th string, give it a little bluesy bend to introduce you into the next section. Okay, so once you're in the next section, we're on that open 6th string again, and we are using a D7 sharp 9, the infamous Hendrix chord. So we've got 2 strokes on the 6th string, 2 strokes on the full chord, and then we have those single notes. Open A string, 3rd fret, 5th fret, and then 3rd fret on the D string. Once again, leading into this next lick with the 3 open strings. Let them ring out as much as you can, and then play the phrase. So put that all together. Come back and play the D7 section again. So instead of the lick, we do the walk up. Okay, so we're skipping the A string, of course, open strings at first. And I think down, up, down is best for this because it's a 1, 2, 3 pattern, a triplet pattern. Down, up, down, bar at the 2nd fret, or you can do it like that either way. 3rd fret, 4th fret, and that's your walk up, okay? So this is kind of a new pattern off of the G. Again, I'm using my ring finger to fret that 5th fret. And then you can see I'm skipping the A string and playing an open D and an open G. Try to hang on to that as much as you can, although it's not detrimental, right? You know, it's still going to sound pretty good. And you can see I'm hammering from the 3rd fret to the 4th fret on the G string. And then open G string. 3rd fret on the D string, open G string again, 3rd fret on the D string, then open D string. You can see it on the tab, but really slowly. And then you can jump off for the hammer from 1 to 2 on the A string, and then open G string. So we have play that pattern twice, okay? And then we come back once again to the D7 chord, but we play an extension this time. The one I think I almost missed. Anyway, just as we played before, and then we form this D7 right here, okay? So that's 7th fret on the D string with my 2nd finger. Reach over with your 1st finger to the 5th fret on the G, 7th fret on the B string, and then 8th fret with your pinky on the 1st E string. If that's too hard to play, you can just play this one twice. Either way, it sounds good. Okay, once again, slowly. And then the 5-4-1 is the same as we played before. A7, G7, but this time we play a different turnaround to close it out. I'll do that slowly for you. E flat 9 to D7, 9. So there you have it, number 10 in the series of acoustic blues guitar. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And once again, if you do enjoy this type of thing, check out the stuff in the description box below. There's a lot of cool acoustic blues lessons over there, electric stuff, my blues rock guitar course, all that stuff, right? If you're interested, you might find some stuff that you really enjoy. So all the best to everyone. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.